Angshu wants to speak something. Angshu is raising hand. We are unmuting you. Angshu, you are already muted, I think. Hold on. Sai, whosoever has raised, please unmute them.
Yes, sir.
Aisha, Venu, Badal, one by one.
Hello, sir. Class will be in Hindi or English?
It will be in English only, but slow English with little bit of Hindi, okay? Sai is from Hyderabad, so he is not very fluent in Hindi, but he understands and he will speak, right, Sai?
Yes, sir, definitely.
Yeah. Suyash. Suyash, you can speak. You have been unmuted.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, very good evening.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are very audible. Please go ahead.
Sir, is there maths and stats class today?
We have already updated the schedule and we have also pinned the message. There is maths class after this, okay? After a break of 15 minutes. 6:30 to 7:45. Don't ask all this type of doubts, okay? It is already there. Mute yourself. Next one, Subha and Ubaid. Sai, your video is paused. Check it out. Yeah. Unmute Subha and Ubaid one by one. They have raised their hands. After this, we will start the class.
Yes, sir. Subha is unmuted now.
Yes, you are allowed to speak, Subha. Please unmute yourself and speak.
Sir, do you need to watch website video first, or we can watch it directly?
Which video? Which website video? IITM?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is up to you. You watch them also. दोनों को watch कीजिए. अच्छे से watch कीजिए जब तक समझ में ना आ जाए. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The next one, Ubaid. He has been asking from long time. Please unmute him, Sai. Ubaid, yeah, downside. It is not showing alphabetical.
Yes, sir, it's unmuted.
Ubaid, you're allowed to speak.
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good evening.
Yes, sir, good evening.
Go ahead. You have some doubts?
No doubt, sir. Just, after in the class, in between, if I have doubts, I may, I will face
Okay. And everyone, the trainer will give you time to ask doubts. Do not tell in middle, okay?
All right, sir.
Okay, fine. We will start. Sai, you go ahead and start. I'm joining from the next ID.
Yes, sir.
Start it now. Everyone can see in full screen. The mobile users can rotate their mobile to landscape mode. They will be able to see in full screen, okay? And for the laptop users, they can double click, or there is a right side above the name, one small window. If you click that, it will become full screen, okay?
Hello, am I audible to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, shall we start now, students?
Sound is not clear. Everyone mute themselves, okay? Everyone is requested to mute themselves.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, it is not audible. Start it.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. My name is Prashant, and I'm your CET instructor for this class today. And I will be comfortable with both English and Hindi languages. I will be able to clear your doubts later on after this lecture. Now coming to the week 1 content, as followed in the IIT Madras portal, we'll be going with the same flow.
Again, the sound is not coming. There is issue, I think.
Am I audible now, sir?
Yes, you are audible.
I was speaking.
Is your internet okay, Sai? I think there is some issue. We will rejoin. Hold on. Everyone, wait for some time. We are fixing the issue.
Okay, sir.
Am I audible now, sir?
Yes, you are audible. You are audible.
Yeah, fine.
Okay, I will call you once.
Hello?
Yes, you are
Am I
audible now. Yes.
Yes, sir. Can I start my class now, sir?
Yes, definitely. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So, good evening, everybody. My name is Prashant, and I am your CET instructor for this class today. And now we'll be starting the first week of CET computational thinking. As it is covered in the IITM address portal, we'll be going with the same flow. So, in the first lecture, there's a topic called datasets, in which there are many examples, variables, iteration filtering, and we'll be covering one by one with the same flow. And now we are going to start with datasets. Actually, what is a dataset? Yeah. Dataset refers to a collection of related sets of information that contains a list or a collection of separate elements which can be manipulated as a single unit by the system or by computer. Like the data sets that were covered in 𝗕𝗵𝗲𝗃, the examples are uh, scores datasets, scores, shopping bills. These are the two datasets that are covered in the 𝗕𝗵𝗃𝗃 portal for reference. Because why these are called as datasets, because the marks contains the name of student, the respective marks he or she has scored in maths, physics and chemistry, and his date of birth, name, city, which are all different data types, but they are a collection of data. So hence, that particular data is the particular set of data is called as a data set, and it is applicable for this shopping bills and scores as well. The scores data set has the scores of each and every student, while the shopping bills have there are three variables in the shopping bill as well, and the variables are Big Bazaar, SV supermarket, something. I hope everybody are clear with dataset, the meaning of dataset. And the second topic would be and now we would be discussing about variables. What is a variable? By the name itself, a variable is some value which is declared, which is declared by the user to the computer. It is basically done in the field of programming, whereas in the case of CT we do not move on to programming, as it is not much concerned with it. But in this case, as it is very concerned with data sets, we would be discussing about variables in short but clear. The variables are such entities which hold a temporary value. Like the value can keep on changing as we keep on updating when we find some particular value which is much suitable to that corresponding variable that has been declared by us, or that has been taken into consideration for the respective area of calculation, or something which is very much useful for making conclusions. Like if for example, if we consider scores data set, the variables are the variables can be maths marks, because the mathematics marks of each student are different. So the variable of math score math mark is the value of math mark is a variable, and similar is the physics mark, and similar is name. And now with this example, I think you all are clear about variables as well.
Zoom it, Sai. Your voice is not audible. Are you speaking something?
Oh, am I
Yeah.
audible now?
Yes. Were you speaking? Were you speaking something while writing repetition and all this? No.
Yes, sir. I was speaking. I have described everything. This data set, variable, iteration process,
Okay. Okay.
isn't
But I
it?
think no. I think after when you wrote the iteration, after that it was not audible. I think there is some issue with your system. Later we will fix it. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Rather, I can do it like I can stack both the windows so that both of them get covered at the same time.
Okay. Okay. No problem. What is this you are doing? Can't listen you again.
Am I audible now, sir?
Yes, you are audible, and zoom your screen. Actually, it is very small. Before it was better. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Like this you are doing. Let it be before one. Okay. Before one.
Hello.
Yes. Yes. You are audible now. Start it.
Yes, sir. Good evening, everybody. My name is Prashant, and I am your CT instructor for this class today. And now, as covered in the week one, as covered in the week one content by IIT Madras, the same would be happening here and we'll move on with the same flow. And the first topic of the week one that has been discussed by IIT Madras staff is the concept of data set. And now we would be discussing the same, and it will be you must be finding it much easier with me now. Now coming to the first point, which is data set. A data set can be defined as a collection of data or a collection of information which in together can be called as a data, and this collection of entire data is as it is a set. So in combined we call it as a data set. This particular data set is considered in whole to be a single unit by the computer or the system. This is the basic definition of a data set. And now coming to the examples of data set, as discussed by IIT Madras portal, the examples, the suitable examples for data set are scores and marks, both are same. So for
Again, your voice is not audible.
now is it audible, sir?
Yeah. Yeah. What is the issue at your end? You're using external mic or any earphone? It is not audible again.
No.
Like this we can't continue, right? Hello?
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible, but what is the issue?
Sir, like I'm using my over-ear head. I'm using my over-ear headphone right now.
Yeah, I think that is creating problem because I think Telegram is not configured to that. You could have used a normal earphone rather. Is it possible now to use it?
Yeah, I can connect that, sir.
Okay,
But I need
start one. Do one thing. Continue it. Again, if problem comes, then you use it. Okay, continue it. Okay, let's see.
But I need someone who tells whether I'm audible or not, such thing.
Yeah, I will be here. I will be here.
Okay, sir, fine.
Okay.
Sir, can you please tell up to which where I was audible?
Go ahead. See, till the iteration you wrote, right? Iteration and all. Till there we heard.
Yeah, okay, sir, fine.
Ah.
The process of iteration. Iteration is we can define iteration as a repetition of a particular process, or we can simply say that we do iteration when we want to achieve some conclusion on the data sets that are being used to calculate a particular value or to come up with a final conclusion regarding it. This is what iteration means. And now we will be discussing about filtering. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Now we'll be discussing about filtering. In fact, what is filtering? Like if we want to get some sort of result based which requires, for example, let us consider a case when we want to buy a mobile on an e-commerce website. So in that case, if for finding of a suitable mobile, what do we do in case of Amazon or Flipkart? What we do is we just go to the filter option and select all the things that are required for us. Is that right? So, and the similar process is applicable. That similar process is applicable here as well. There's nothing complex in the case of filtering. Here we can define filtering as filtering is a process in which we sort out elements accordingly to calculate or find the respective result. Is this visible, everyone? Hello?
Yes, sir. It's visible. Please continue.
Okay, fine. Now, filtering, as I said, now filtering is a process in which we sort out elements accordingly to calculate or find the respective result from the data set, which is very much favorable for our conclusions. And one of the major example that has been taken by the IIT Madras faculty is that in one of the lectures they tend to find out the number of female students who are from Chennai, from the region Chennai. For that particular thing, they use the data sets, which is scores. They use the scores data set, from which there is in the scores data set there is a separate variable called city. I hope you all remember that. City defines here we use the filter called city to find the number of students from Chennai. Now, as our aim was to find the number of female students from Chennai, how can we achieve that? If we want to find the number of female students from Chennai, the second filter that we had to apply here is gender, and this is one of the variables or one of the things that have been declared or that is present in the data set of scores. The gender in the data set is either a male or a female. So now, if we want to find if we want to find the total number of female students from the city Chennai, then we need to apply both these filters, which are gender and city. And after applying these filters, we can easily find out in a single process. We can easily find out the number of female students or the number of male students who reside in Chennai or who are from Chennai as the native place. So this is the basic concept of filtering. and we will discuss this further in the upcoming weeks. And this is the thing that is very much required in the week 1 content. There's nothing much in depth about filtering in the week 1, and from here, and then this is it about filtering. I hope you all are clear about filtering.
Yeah, and I think everyone has seen the video which we have posted, right, on Telegram about this filtering and all. There is a video, right? We have posted. Tell yes, all of you.
Yes, sir.
So the same thing, Amazon example was there also. Okay, nothing here special. Okay, say go ahead.
Yes, sir. And now we come to discuss about flowchart. I think everyone are clear with flowchart as well, but we need to discuss this. We need to discuss about flowcharts in detail here, as it plays a very crucial role in the term of in the first term, or in the concept, in the, like we could say, it takes a major part in the qualifier exam, as you get most of the things depending upon flowchart. A flowchart. What is a flowchart? Flowchart is a systematic representation of a process. Flowchart is a systematic representation of a process that happens or takes place in a stepwise manner. In the case of a flowchart, we always tend to represent a flowchart. We always represent a flowchart accordingly in the same flow that happens that happens as declared by the user. Like, for example, let us take a real world example in case of flowchart. Say that you want to book a ticket from, say, India to, or from your native place at which you are staying right now, native place to IIT Madras. So what are the basic steps that we do here? Initially, we open the step 1 would be, we open the IRCTC. If you like to travel by train or by flight as well, we open IRCTC or go 𝗕𝗵𝗱𝗲𝗀. And the second, what is the very next thing that we do after visiting to the website? The very next thing that we do after visiting website is we fill up the date content, or that is that we find the date from which you like to travel to the IIT Madras thing. Say that you live in Mumbai. Think that you are from Mumbai, and our destination is Chennai. And this is the Mumbai is our initial boarding point, and this is the destination point. This is the dropping point. So we fill this in the travel thing. We fill this in the travel.
We can't hear you, I believe. Anyone can hear?
Yes, sir. I was speaking till now.
Can anyone hear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Were you able to listen till now what I said?
Yes, we can hear. You said booking tickets, right?
Yeah, yes, I said about ticket booking.
Yeah, we are with you.
Yeah, fine then. Shall we continue now?
Yes.
Yeah, fine. And so think that you are boarding at Mumbai, and our destination place is Chennai. As IIT Madras is in Chennai, we like to get dropped at Chennai. So we fill. This is our second step. We fill these two things at the corresponding places to check ticket availability. Now the third step is we select the date of travel, because that plays a very crucial role in finding tickets. We select date of travel, and until now this is the corresponding flowchart. This is step 1, this is step 2, and this is step 3. After selecting date of travel, we get ticket availability. what we do after getting we get a page of results, and after that we we book our tickets accordingly, depending upon our comfort, our travel comfort. Now what we do ticket booking, and in the ticket booking, if we want to, like discussed earlier, if we want to have some comfort, if we want to have some category of travel like economic, think that you're interested to travel by a flight. So in case if we are going by flight, not everybody are affordable. In that case, we would check economy class or business class. These are the two things that are available in flight section as well. Now after selecting a class among these two, you will be able to see the number of seats, and after booking, that's it. Yet the process is completed. And these 6 steps are the corresponding. These are the 6 steps that are required to make a ticket booking. And now, how do you represent this as a flowchart? In a flowchart, there are particular symbols and which are followed by a line. I'll now explain you in detail. Flowchart. A flowchart, in its formal definition, a flowchart is a type of diagram that represents a workflow or a process. A flowchart can also be defined as a diagrammatic representation of an algorithm, which we'll be covering in the upcoming classes. As an algorithm, an algorithm is also can be defined like a step-by-step approach to solve a task, to solve a particular task, like a task was to book a ticket to IIT Madras, and that is what now I told about. The flowchart shows the steps as boxes of various shapes and kinds, and their order by connecting the boxes. Like our order was step 1, and after step 1 we move on to step 2. From step 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and 5 to 6. And these are our steps, and we use arrows for showing the flow of order or the steps. Now, what is the purpose of a flowchart? A flowchart visually displays the sequence of activities that happen, and also show who is responsible for those activities, like who is responsible for taking out this or for carrying out these activities. Like our activity was to book a flight ticket, so it also shows who is responsible for activities. Now, how do you make a flowchart? We shall discuss that now. Once I complete the basic symbols that are present in a flowchart, I will start telling you all how to make a flowchart in 7 simple steps. Now, what is as I defined earlier, a flowchart. A flowchart visually displays the sequence of activities. You all can read along with me so that it stays up in your mind. In a sequence, and also shows us who's responsible for carrying out those activities. And now a flowchart. Now coming to the symbols present in a flowchart. The basic symbols that are present in a flowchart are circle, diamond shaped box, or a diamond box. Rather simply, you can say a diamond box, a rectangle, input output, and arrows. I forgot to mention this here. Circle, diamond box, rectangle, and a parallelogram. These are the 5 symbols that are used that are used to make a flowchart diagrammatically. Now, what is the use of what do these symbols indicate, or what do these symbols actually mean to denote a process or to display a process? What is the function of this? I'll now show you accordingly by inserting a picture so that you can clearly understand. Now insert pictures. Are you able to see everyone?
Yes, sir.
So this is what these are the symbols of a flowchart. As discussed earlier, a flowchart we can either represent the start or end in the form of an oval shape or preferably a circle. Either of these two shapes are accepted. In case if it is a descriptive exam, you can either use both of them, but up to our content, it is enough if we use an oval shape as discussed by IIT Madras. Now, what does this oval shape rectangle, like this is not exactly an oval shape, this is a rectangle with oval shaped edges, and this particular symbol denotes the start or the starting or ending points, or the initiating or the terminating points. We start the flow of a flowchart using this symbol, and we write, one second, say for example this is the oval box and we need to write start here. Start, and we generally denote this box only for these two purposes, which is start and end. We initiate the flowchart using this one, and we end the flowchart with this thing. Now, as discussed now, an oval represents a start or end point. Arrows. These arrows play a very crucial role in the flow of the flowchart. Actually, these are the main things which show the flow of a particular process. Say for let us take the example of ticket booking. Now, in the case of ticket booking, what happens? Now we shall make a flowchart of our ticket booking. Now we start the process of booking a ticket. Okay, start. Now we need to show the arrows here. We need to have a direction of arrows as well. This thing, I hope you all are seeing this. This direction of arrow shows us the flow, and any improper representation of this flowchart is most of the time happens in displaying the direction of arrow, and hence we all need to be careful with the flowchart direction. Now, after starting, what was the first step? Yeah, fine. Our first step was input and output. Our first step was to open. We open a website. open IRCTC, and later on we give a process. This is the input that we had given. So as it is the input, an input or output, as we are giving an instruction or the input, we can rather say input or output as instruction or results. When we give an instruction to the algorithm or the process, we just need to indicate that within a rectangle. Sorry, the side should be somewhat slanting. Yeah, this is what an input or output is used. And now the process. What happens actually after opening our IRCTC? We have in the second box we have opened IRCTC website and we had filled up Mumbai and Chennai. And after that, again we need to use the same symbol, which is like a parallelogram. We need to give the date of travel. As I'm using my mouse, I think please don't feel uncomfortable because I'm using a mouse. You might feel it somewhat disturbing.
What happened to your pen tab, Hasan?
My pen tabs are the stylus of pen tab is under it's broken partially, so I'm unable to use it right now. From the next class, I'll be definitely using that.
Okay, fine.
And now even the third step has been done. We have selected date of travel and we had given that as an input. You see, we had given in that in the box of an input, and thereafter internally we won't be able to see that internally, but after giving the date of travel, a particular process takes place, which is the website internally searches for results. The search happens for results, and thereafter we are given an output. Again, as it is an output, we would be able to see the list of available tickets. For ticket booking, we will be able to see the list of available tickets. Fine. After being able to see the available tickets, it is our choice if we like to move on with economy class or business class. In case if it is a flight, in case if it is a train, we can move on with third AC, sleeper, or some other classes which are very available for every train. And thereafter, once we book our tickets, the process gets completed. What happened? We cannot conclude our flowchart because we need to show the process that happens. Booking. We need to show the same as well. Booking. As booking is a particular process, we need to show every process of a flowchart as it is very vital, and we may lose marks and if we do not show them. After booking, as this is a process, we had used a rectangle as I discussed earlier. Now, after process, we get our tickets booked. This is the output. Finally, the ticket is booked.
You can type also, Sai, here with. You can directly type ticket, okay, rather than writing
fine.
with mouse. Text. Top side you can select parallelogram square. It is already there in shapes.
Yes, sir. I am able to type now.
It is too
Our
small. Make
booking,
it bigger.
yes, sir.
From here only you can do. Don't go on top. From the inside only you can do. Huh.
Oh no. Yeah, our booking is done right now, and that's also that is output. We need to show it using we need to show like a parallelogram. I'll make sure that I use a pen tab from the next class onwards.
And select the shapes. There is no top right side shapes. Parallelogram is already there. Yes. Select that. Not this one. Huh. Parallelogram. Third one. Yes. Click. Left side click. It will become automatically. Okay. As you wish.
Fine, sir. This is and now this is we got our booking done, and this is the end of a process. And this is a basic flowchart. So we had so I am clear. I think that everybody are clear in the case of flowchart as well.
And last you have to stop. You have to use stop also, right?
Yes, sir. I'm thinking about this decision because this particular symbol decision, it hasn't been used in this flowchart. I'm thinking to involve this at the final step or something. That's why I have to take some gap now.
Okay, no problem.
And now say that in case if you travel by IITC, you get an option like do you want to book tickets for return travel as well?
Where? Select directly. What you want?
Diamond shapes, sir. Yeah, this is diamond shape.
Yes.
So here, the use of diamond box is it always deals with a yes or a no, or a true or a false. It is basically a true or a false, but we can also use it like for yes or no. Yes or no. Say for example, you get a dialog box which requests you to book a return ticket as well. Accordingly, you can select an option from either of these two, which is yes or no. If you want to take that's a personal reason. So from this diamond box, you can take decision. If you want to take yes, you can move on to the next page, which redirects you to the next page, which is again you come here. Again you come to this process. Again you come to this process again. Yes, somebody is speaking.
Can't we do right here? Do you want to book return tickets? Can't we right here? We can, right?
Where?
Voice is very low.
Instead of yes or no, can we write do you want to book return tickets?
Yeah, actually that's what. Yeah, that's what I had explained.
Okay.
I was telling the same thing, and can you mute yourself, please?
Okay.
I'm able to hear my voice again, so that's what the main problem is. Like I've indicated the box mentioning the same message, and you have interpreted it very correctly. Then the purpose is for the return tickets, and I had only given two options, yes or no, which are meant for that particular operation of booking return tickets. I think you understood very well, and I'm happy for you. And as the student said, this is the method we can use this box for that kind of purposes, and there are no issues. I think everybody are fine with this. Now, if we move on, somebody hasn't muted. Okay. Now coming to the next step, if we want to book a ticket for a return journey, we move on to this process again, which is date of travel. And if we don't want to book a return ticket, this moves on to end box, which is stop. And we end our process here. This is the basic flowchart. and this flowchart is made for diagrammatically representing our for diagrammatically representing the ticket booking process, which are these 6 steps. I hope everybody are clear with the flowchart. Any doubts, you can ask me at the end of this lecture. And now moving to the next topic, which is sanity of data.
We may ask doubts here if someone is having after the flowchart.
Yeah, any doubts, anybody?
Yes, Sylvia is raising her hand.
Yes, sir, I'll unmute her. Yes,
Give a
Sylvia,
short
you can
summary in
speak.
Hindi. Give a short summary in Hindi.
Hindi.
Short summary. Short summary.
छोटा सा
But I
summary.
think chota sa summary, yeah, rather I can give because but I'm not that perfect in Hindi. That's what the main point.
No problem. जैसा आता है वैसे ही बोलो.
This is a very big process, but Hindi.
Sir,
Yeah.
could you please tell here in the section where we write end, can we mark it as false?
Yeah.
Actually, it is false only.
As I said earlier, if we like say, I think you got mistracked. If we want to book our tickets, if we can, as I explained it very clearly, if we want to book our tickets, you move on to this step, which indicates that this is yes, and this is no.
Okay, sir.
These are the 2 branches of the diamond box, and every box has only one branch, where this diamond box is an exception. It has 2 branches, one for yes and one for no. And if we go for yes, as I said earlier, the process of iteration takes place. And again we iterate to this step, which is date of travel. We do not go to open IRCTC box because we are already on the website, and hence we move on to the date of travel box here. Now are you clear?
Clear, sir.
Yeah, fine. And
one question to you, Sai. One question to you. Why do we make flowchart? हम लोग flowchart क्यों बनाते हैं? और जिन्होंने हिंदी में पूछा है, उनका भी एक समरी हो जाएगा. Why do we make flowchart? क्यों बनाते हैं? क्या जरूरी है? Anyone can answer?
Anybody?
Yes, sir. To visually describe the process what's going on.
Exactly, you are right. But the हिंदी में इसको यदि बोला जाए, कुछ भी जो हम लोग सोचते हैं, जो हम लोग को चाहिए, फ्लाइट का टिकट बुक करवाना है, उसको रिप्रेजेंट करना इस तरीके से, जो कि कंप्यूटर भी फ्यूचर में समझ जाए. दोज विजुअल रिप्रेजेंटेशन को फ्लोचार्ट बोलते हैं. और ये सब बस सर्कल, डायमंड बॉक्स, रेक्टेंगल, ये सब एक ये है, इस तरह से करना होगा, रूल ऐसा डिफाइन किया हुआ है. इसके अंदर इसको ये बोलते हैं, इसके अंदर ये बोलते हैं. मूव योर स्लाइड, साई अबव.
Yes, sir.
Let me see if there is something. Flowchart, I have already said. हाँ, IRCT 1. जैसे कि ये है ना, ये 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 पॉइंट, ये बस प्रोसेस है. हम लोगों को ऐसा करना है. ये जो स्टेप्स को जो डिस्क्राइब करेंगे, कंप्यूटर का प्रोग्रामिंग बनाना है फाइनली, तो बताना पड़ेगा कंप्यूटर को स्टेप बाय स्टेप. बात नहीं कर सकते हम लोग कंप्यूटर में, इसीलिए एक सीरीज ऑफ स्टेप्स को फॉलो किया जाता है. इसीलिए फ्लोचार्ट बनाते हैं और फाइनली फ्लोचार्ट को देख के ही कोड लिखते हैं. राइट सही?
Yes, sir. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, that is why before starting this, first question दिमाग में आना चाहिए, क्यों बनाते हैं फ्लोचार्ट? Why? Always question yourself why. All of the students. Google is your best friend. Make Google your best friend. Okay, so you can continue.
Yes, sir, definitely. And now moving on to the next topic, which is sanity of data. As I've discussed, as I said before, now we'll be discussing about sanity of data. Sanity of data, what does sanity actually refer to? I think I need to increase the font size.
You have to select somewhat difficult. It's very difficult, right? Somewhere it will be their default. Anyone can tell how to set it as default? Anyone here?
Yes, sir, it's default right now. As now I'm moving in a series. From here, if I start, it moves on to be 22 right now.
Okay.
Yeah. What is actually sanity of data? Sanity of data is like we need to have a formally we can define sanity. We can actually there's no definition for sanity of data, but for the purpose of better understanding and better conceptual knowledge, we define sanity to be appropriate or correct information. This is what sanity of data means. Appropriate or correct information. Say for example, in some cases we find some wrong bills. This is an example for explaining sanity of data from which you can understand much clearly to what it refers. Wrong bills. Say for example, wrong bills can have the first thing that they can possess are wrong bills can have, let us say, milk can be in they can be fractional as well, say 0.75 liters or 0.5 liters or such. But this is correct. This is the correct representation of data because milk can be taken in this in the quantity of 0.75 and 0.5 liters as well. But when we come to taking food groceries, let us say Maggie. Maggie can be one pack. We say one pack of Maggie, but we cannot say. But there is no one pack of Maggie refers like, let us take for example, pack of Maggie. Let us say we buy let us consider we buy a family pack, and now after buying a family pack, that's appropriate bill. But how can we consider that it's a wrong bill? One pack of Maggie is the correct one, and now the improper wrong bill is one pack of Maggie, 0.5 packs of Maggie. Does this make any sense? Anybody? What does actually 0.5 packs of Maggie mean? What do they indicate, or what do they denote, or how did the bill? How was this particular item get billed by the shopkeeper? These are the doubts that many of the customers get after seeing this bill. This is what inappropriate or wrong information. And to maintain sanity of data, we keep on accessing our data sets, which are shopping bills. The shopping bills is a data set that is provided by IIT Madras to make us understand better about sanity of data. So this is what sanity means. We can consider only appropriate things, but not wrong information, like 0.5 packs of Maggie. And not only Maggie, we can also move with some soap, like 0.5 units of soap, 0.2 units of soap. But a soap can be the unit of the soaps can be taken. They possess a whole number. I mean, they possess a number which is the nearest integer, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on, but not 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 or such. This is what sanity of data means. In short, sanity of data is to be maintained to have accurate results. This is what I've discussed till now regarding sanity of data.
Now the question is, why sanity of data? हिंदी में भी बोला जाए, क्योंकि बहुतों ने रिक्वेस्ट किया है. मैं जनरली हिंदी बोलता नहीं हूँ, बट आप लोगों को समझाने के लिए बिल्कुल बोलूंगा. क्यों करते हैं सैनिटी ऑफ डेटा? व्हाई सैनिटी ऑफ डेटा? मैं रियल टाइम एग्जांपल हमेशा बोलूंगा सबको, हमेशा. जैसे कि ये सब जो अभी यहाँ पे दिखाया जा रहा है, मैगी 0.5 आधा पैकेट मिलता नहीं है मार्केट में, राइट? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, लेट अस कंसिडर यू आर मेकिंग सम वेबसाइट. आप कोई वेबसाइट बना रहे हैं कोई शॉपिंग मॉल के लिए, ठीक है? आपने क्या किया है, मैगी मान लीजिए मार्केट में कितना कितना मिलता होगा, सिंगल पैक मिलता है, डबल पैक मिलता है, 4 पैक एंड 6 पैक ऐसा कुछ मिलता है। लेट अस कंसीडर 1, 2, 4 एंड 6 इतना ही अवेलेबल है इन रियल वर्ल्ड, इतना ही मार्केट में मिलता है। तो आप वेबसाइट बना रहे हैं फॉर एनी शॉपिंग मॉल। आपने गलती से क्या किया, आपको ड्रॉप डाउन, आप जब भी कुछ खरीदते हो अमेजन या जो भी है, वहां पे आपको ड्रॉप डाउन मिलता है ना, सिंगल पैक सेलेक्ट करना है कि टू पैक या 4 या 8, ऐसा बनाना चाहिए था। लेकिन आपने गलती से क्या किया है, उसमें 1 एंड 1.5 में भी दबा दिया। तो फाइनली क्या होगा, जब वेबसाइट लाइव हो जाएगा, कस्टमर के पास जाएगा, जब हम लोग ऑर्डर बुक करने जाएंगे, तो कोई कस्टमर तो ऑर्डर प्लेस कर देगा, लेकिन रियल इन्वेंट्री के साथ तो मैच करेगा नहीं, क्योंकि जहां से डिस्पैच होगा वहां पे तो आधा पैकेट मिलता ही नहीं है, 1.5 पैकेट तो अवेलेबल ही नहीं है। तो बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा। ठीक है, इसीलिए सही सही डाटा डालना कोई भी सिस्टम में। ये तो बैकएंड में डेटा डालता है, जिसमें डीबीएमएस आप लोग बाद में पढ़िएगा, ईआरपी सिस्टम्स होता है, एसएपी होता है, उसमें डेटा रहता है, डेटाबेस में डेटा रहता है। ठीक है, वो आप लोग फ्यूचर में पढ़िएगा इन नेक्स्ट टर्म, फ्यूचर टर्म्स। और दूसरा बात, सेनेटर व्हाई तो समझ में आ गया, क्यों करते हैं, क्यों लेते हैं, क्लियर है? हाँ बोलिए, क्यों करते हैं, मतलब फॉर एग्जाम्पल टेलीग्राम, जैसे इस ग्रुप का ही बात कर लूं मैं, नेक्स्ट एग्जाम्पल। अभी हम लोगों ने बहुतों से कनेक्ट किया है, बोला है कि टेलीग्राम का यूजर नेम दीजिए, राइट? आप हमें ईमेल दीजिए तो हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते, ग्रुप में ऐड नहीं कर सकते, लेकिन हमें यूजर नेम चाहिए, है ना? तो हमें जो चाहिए वो आप दीजिए, इसीलिए हम ये करते हैं। वरना हमारा ना सॉफ्टवेयर काम करेगा, ना हमारा कंपनी रन करेगा, शॉपिंग मॉल फेल हो जाएगा, काउंटर फेल हो जाएगा उसका। ठीक है ना? उसमें 1 यूनिट मैगी का कोई कस्टमर यदि खरीदे 1, 2, 4, 8 होना चाहिए, यदि 1.5 हो जाए तो प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा। इसीलिए वी टेक वेरी जब भी करते हैं बहुत केयर करते हैं कि डेटा जब भी फिट किया जाए सॉफ्टवेयर बनाते समय या डेटा मैनेजमेंट में, तो एकदम सही हो। ठीक है ना? नेक्स्ट टॉपिक, डेटा टाइप।
Yes, now we will be discussing about data types, and these data types are covered in the lecture 1.7 of Computational Thinking Week 1. Actually, what is the formal definition of a data type, or what is a data? A data type defines the values that a variable can store or can take, and the set of operations that are permitted to be done on them. So this is the definition of a data type. Data type defines the values that a variable can store or can take, and the set of operations that can be done on them, that can be performed on them rather, which is formally better, that are permitted to be performed. This sounds better. And now, what are the basic data types that are covered in IIT Madras? This is not as is completely concerned with IIT Madras curriculum, and hence we only discuss the data types that are discussed there. And the first thing is Boolean. I think you must have you all must have watched the videos, and if not, please get it properly. Now, what is a Boolean data type? A Boolean data type.
Variable, did you teach? What is variable?
Yes, sir. I taught earlier in the beginning of class itself.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
A Boolean can only take. A Boolean can only be either a true or a false. This is what a Boolean data type is. This Boolean data type is, we find Boolean data type mostly while using logical operators, which we will be discussing later on. Or this can be we find.
Your voice is fluctuating now after a long time. Not audible. Not audible.
Now am I audible, sir?
Yeah, it is clear.
Yeah, fine, sir. A Boolean data type can only be either a true or a false.
Can you give an example?
Yes, sir, definitely. So let us move on to the previous flowchart as well, and this serves as an example for Boolean data type. Here, the decision box, which is a yes or no, this is used for making a booking for return journey. Say for example, if you want to take yes, here yes, as I said earlier, the diamond box always deals with either a true or false, and they can also be called as a yes or no, and this is what a Boolean data type means: true or a false. In other example,
Again, your voice is not coming. Do off and on.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
So now, sir, am I audible right now?
Yes, you are audible. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, fine. Now, say that did you receive a message in Telegram? What can be the response to this question? It can
Anyone?
either be, yeah. Students, you can speak up.
Either it will be yes or no.
Yeah, the formal terminology of a yes or no with respect to the Boolean data type can be a true or a false. Yes, you're right. We can say it is yes or a no, because we cannot say true or false. But yeah, here to this particular question, we answer either a yes or a no. Here, this is the Boolean data type where yes refers to true and no refers to false. Am I clear here? Anybody? Any doubts here? Yeah, fine. Can we move on to the next data type? Or do you need any revision? Do I need to explain this again? Okay, now let's move on to the next data type. I think somebody hasn't muted themselves. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Everyone mute their mic.
Because I'm getting my own echo, so I'm feeling disturbed for that.
Same here.
And now, after Boolean, what is the next data type? Yes, if your guess is integer, you are right. There is no particular priority order or there is no precedence order for this, but we generally discuss with the same flow that has been done in the IIT Madras portal. What is an integer? Basically, this is what we all have learned from a very childhood. Integers. Integer can be, say, -3. They start from negative numbers, negative to positive. These are what integers. Negative to positive numbers are integers, and we store this data type, and we store this type of data type in a variable. Say for example, a variable can be count. Say we want to initialize count with 0. Here the variable count has taken the integer data type of 0. And for example, let us say we had updated the count with 1. And here the data type of integer is the data type of count is 1, which refers to integer, because since 1 is an integer, the particular data type of count moves on to integer. Now, what all operations can be performed on integers? We can perform operations on integers, and these operations are addition, subtraction. Yeah, in short, we can perform all the four arithmetic operations, which are integer, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Am I clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and now, say And say for example that we are now, I'll give a real life example. Say that you attended some. There are let us consider that there are 4 live classes, and if you get a feedback form asking you to fill in the number of live classes that you had attended earlier in the past. So what all could be your answers? Your answers could be 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. These must be your answers, right? So these 5 things are integers, integer data types, and let us say we assign the same count, and we assign the same variable count to the answer section of this question, which is asking how about number of live classes attended by you. So the answers can take values 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is what integer data type means. And now don't mind that we are moving back, because I had given a formal example here. There must be a formal example for Boolean as well. Let us say, when did India get independent? The question could be stated like this: India got independence after 1947. There could be 2 answers, right? Wow, what could be the 2 answers? You must have guessed it right. They are true and false. Say for example, let us think that this is a question in the quiz. So these are the 2 answers which are Boolean data types. Is this example did you find this example suitable for Boolean? Yeah, fine. And after string, after integer, we move on to character data types. What is a character data type?
Sir, you are not audible.
Your voice is again not audible.
Am I audible right now?
Yes.
Yeah, a character data type can be there can be alphanumeric. Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Hello? Yeah, fine. Alphanumeric. What does alphanumeric refer to? Alphanumeric is generally a term which is used to indicate the combination of both alphabets and numbers as well. And hence, we can say that a character data type can consist of alphanumeric characters, which are in general, say, alphanumeric as the name indicates. Let us say I1T. But everybody, please make note that whenever we represent a character data type, the data element should be enclosed within this commas. This marks, punctuation marks are very important here. Without this, you might lose marks in your examinations as well. Make sure that you indicate a character data type inside a double quote or a single quote. This is a mandatory point. And also that is one of the rules for a character data type actually. And also we can include special characters like hashtag. Hashtag as well is a character. And operations on a character data type can be this is equal to. This symbol is different from a single is equal to symbol. These both when two equal to symbols are combined together, they are used to verify whether the both operands are the same or not. We call these as operators, which are addition, subtraction. Yeah, these are operators, and any the left hand side and right hand side of the symbol are operands. So this symbol is equal to symbol checks whether both the values are same on the left and right hand side of the operator, and this is an assignment operator. This assigns a particular value to a variable. Like we had done earlier, we have assigned a value of 0 to the variable count, and we see that a single is equal to symbol is used here. And character. After character data type, we move on to string. Anybody who can guess what is a string? String is a... Yeah, you can move on. You can continue. Yes, you are allowed to speak.
It is a collection of words.
Yeah, rather we can define that to be a collection of characters. That would be a formal definition. Yes, that's right. No problem. You are in sync with this lesson. Now, a string can be formally defined as a collection of characters. Rather, we can say a string can be any sequence of characters or any collection of characters formally. And here as well, the only operation that we can do on strings is Boolean. Like we can compare whether the strings are similar or not, and we can also concatenate, which we'll be discussing later on. Concatenation, I'll better explain right now. Let us say the string 1 for the first string is IIT, and the string 2 is Madras. So, what can anyone guess what actually the term concatenate means or refers to?
Concat means add the string 1 and the string 2, sir.
Yeah, you are absolutely correct. Now we actually add the string 1 and string 2 to a separate variable, and we have to make sure that we store the result in another variable, which is string 3. Rather, you can the name is accordingly your wish, but for better understanding purposes, we use a variable called string 3, which is string 1 plus string 2. This stores a result of IIT Madras. So this is about the operation on a string data type rather. Now subtype of basic data types. I think you all must have referred this lecture as well. Subtype of data types. Actually, what does this subtype of data type means? We restrict the basic data types in terms of their ranges and constrain to their operations. We restrict the basic data types. Like, what are the basic data types that are discussed till now? The basic data types are Boolean, integer, character, and string, right? So we restrict the basic data types in terms of the ranges. The range of integer is from negative to positive numbers, and we restrict their ranges. Say for example, a range can be from 0 to infinity, but for our convenience, we restrict the range of integer to 0 to 100 in case if it's the marks. So I think you must have got it. You must have understood what restriction or data type means. Anyone, any doubt regarding restriction of data types?
कोई problem है किसी को?
Any doubts?
Everyone raise their hand who has problem. We will unmute you one by one. And Prashant, you have to conclude the session because mathematics will start after 15 minutes, okay?
Yeah, definitely, sir.
Yeah.
Only one topic
And
is left over right now.
one topic, yeah, do it, and then we will answer all the students who will raise their hand, okay? That will take about 10 minutes, most probably.
Definitely, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
And now the next topic is transformation of data types. What does a transformation of data type means? Let us say, for example, let us think we celebrate New Year on January 1st. So what is this data type of January 1st? The data type of Jan 1st is, it is a string data type. By default, formally it is a string data type. And how what can we like we can ask a question like, what will be the date after 3 days from January 1st? That is the questions being let us say that is the first question that is being asked right now. Now, since January 1st is a 0th day, let us consider as it has a 0th day. Now after 3 days, so January 2nd, 3rd, 2nd is the first day, 3rd is the second day, 4th is the third day. So January 4th is the corresponding answer. Then now how did we get this answer of January 4th now? Initially, after being asked the question of what is the date after 3 days, we move on to converting this number 1 to integer data type from string. This is done internally. Like say we transform this. Yeah, fine. And now here we have January 1. January 1, it is being converted to string integer here, which is 1. We take out 1 here and we place it here. One, and thereafter as we are now dealing with integer data type, we add +3, which is 4, and this is the appropriate result, and hence we display it here. It is 4th of January, and after concluding with the answer, now we write the answer to be Jan 4th. This is what transformation of data types refer to. Now the final topic of the day is lists and records. What is a list? List is a sequence. List can be formally defined as a list is a sequence of data elements of same or different data type. Please make note of this point, students. A list is a sequence of data elements of same or different types of data, or rather different data types, which should be much appropriate for understanding. A better example of list is marks dataset. A marks dataset had a field of name, a field of city, and a field of marks. Marks is an integer data type, city is a string data type, and name is a string data type. I hope you all I think you all must have saw the marks dataset. And this is about lists. And now records. What is a record? A record stores data with multiple fields or as many fields as possible. Multiple fields which possess or which have a name and a value and an associated value accordingly. See here, as I said earlier, marks dataset. Here, a marks dataset, for example, a card of scores, the scores dataset, not marks formally. Scores dataset, and now the scores dataset has sequence number, gender, date of birth, town, city, and then the corresponding mathematics, physics, and chemistry marks. And this is what a record data type refers to. And with this, and with the end of explanation of record, our class has been completed, and now you all are open to ask questions. Please raise your hands, and I'll be unmuting you all. And now,
Yeah,
Tamajit, you are unmuted. You can ask your doubt now.
मुझे स्ट्रिंग समझ नहीं आया उसे और एक बार
स्ट्रिंग समझ में नहीं आया आपको क्या है? कौन है तमजीत? आपको हिंदी में आंसर चाहिए कि इंग्लिश में?
as you wish.
Okay, you can explain, Sai?
Yes, sir, I can explain them.
Yeah.
Basically, Tamajit,
हिंदी में
Okay, fine, I will tell. See, again my first question will be, why do we use this? अच्छा, हिंदी में हम लोग क्यों ये डेटा टाइप यूज करते हैं इतने तरीके का? और भी है डेटा टाइप्स जो यहाँ पे पढ़ाया नहीं जा रहा है, अभी जरूरी नहीं है. क्यों हम लोग यूज करते हैं? कैन एनीवन आंसर? कोई बोल सकता है क्यों डेटा टाइप यूज करते हैं इतने तरीके का? समझित, आप बोल सकते हैं? आपकी आवाज सुनाई नहीं दे रही है. We are not able to listen him, right? Sai, can you hear me?
Yes.
सैनिटी ऑफ डेटा के लिए यूज करते हैं.
सैनिटरी डेटा के लिए डेटा टाइप यूज करते हैं. थोड़ा एग्जांपल देके समझाइए. रियल टाइम. आई डोंट बिलीव इन टेक्निकल टर्म्स. रियल टाइम एग्जांपल देके बताइए क्यों यूज करते हैं. स्ट्रिंग, ये सब कैरेक्टर क्यों यूज करते हैं? इंट, INT इसलिए यूज करते हैं क्योंकि कंप्यूटर जो है उन लोगों को समझ में नहीं आता हम लोग क्या बोल रहे हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, सब लोगों ने सुना होगा कि कंप्यूटर ओनली अंडरस्टैंड्स व्हाट 0 and 1 बाइनरी. ठीक है, उसी तरह जब भी हम लोग कुछ डेटा फीड करते हैं इन द मेमोरी, so called as the heap memory.
Hello?
Am I audible?
Am I audible?
Sai, you are audible now. And
Hello?
what?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hello?
तो मैं जो
Am I audible,
Sai,
everybody?
yes, you are audible. Just keep mute for some time. I am explaining them something. हाँ, तामजीत, आपको सुनाई दे रहा है हम जो बोल रहे हैं?
यस यस.
अच्छा, तो हम ये बोल रहे थे क्यों यूज करते हैं ये सब. आप लोगों ने सुना होगा कि कंप्यूटर को कुछ समझ में नहीं आता है. कहाँ नहीं समझ में आता है? एक्चुअली हम लोग कंप्यूटर से कुछ भी बात करना चाहेंगे. कंप्यूटर के अंदर मेमोरी होता है, मेमोरी के अंदर हीप मेमोरी होता है. जो CS बैकग्राउंड के हैं, फर्स्ट ईयर में या थर्ड ईयर में चलेगा, उन लोग को ये बात पता होगा, कंप्यूटर साइंस बीटेक वाले को. तो कंप्यूटर का जो हीप मेमोरी होता है उनको पहले बताना होता है कि उसके अंदर हम क्या डाल रहे हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, यू हैव योर बुक्स. आप लोग जो you keep quiet now for some time, Sai. Please mute yourself. I will tell you to unmute. Okay. Who is this? Hello?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. I am speaking something.
I'm unable to get any input. I'm unable to hear something so that someone is speaking.
Okay, rejoin then. Wait, I will rejoin, I think. I will rejoin.
Hello?
Yes, Sai, you are there. Am I audible to all of you? Tamajit?
Yes, sir.
And what happened to our trainer, Prashant?
Am I audible now, sir?
Yes, you are audible. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. Till now,
Okay.
I was
Okay,
unable. I weren't able to hear till now.
Fine. Okay, now I'm explaining them in Hindi. Why do we use this? What are this?
Yeah,
Okay.
fine. And next doubts, anybody?
Wait, I will explain. It is left actually.
Yeah, okay, sir.
क्योंकि कंप्यूटर को समझाना होता है, हीप मेमोरी में डालना होता है। जैसे कि एग्जांपल के लिए मैं बोल रहा था, हम लोग बुक्स को बुक सेल्फ में रखते हैं घर में, राइट? क्लोथ सेल्फ में नहीं रख देते हैं, ड्रॉयर में नहीं रख देते हैं। उसी तरह हीप मेमोरी डेटाबेस ऑफ द कंप्यूटर पता होना चाहिए कि क्या है ये, टू सिंप्लीफाई करने के लिए, ताकि उनको बेटर समझ में आए। हीप मेमोरी को हम लोग कैटेगरी वाइज बांट दिए हैं। जैसे कि स्ट्रिंग, नीता और नीतू हैड कंफ्यूजन, स्ट्रिंग में क्या डालते हैं हम लोग, डिफाइन कर दिया गया स्टैंडर्ड कि इसके अंदर कुछ नेमिंग टाइप का होगा। आप लोग का नेम, तामोजीत, वट एवर यू वांट, सिल्विया, आयशा, नीतू, यहाँ पे जो भी होगा वो करेंगे। ठीक है। और उसके बाद क्या है, सब टाइप। सही।
यस सर।
3 numbers, so the third number string, then what you have written in third? अच्छा, कैरेक्टर हो गया। ठीक है, अब समझ में आया क्यों स्ट्रिंग नहीं, एक्चुअली क्यों यूज करते डेटा टाइप? समझित, व्हाई डू यूज डेटा टाइप? समझ में आया?
यस।
एक डिफाइन कर दिया गया कि ये ऐसा है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल प्रोग्रामिंग में लिखेंगे इंट y इक्वल टू x, बताना हो रहा, हम लोग बता रहे हैं कि x y हो। ठीक है, डिफाइन कुछ स्टैंडर्ड डेफिनेशन किया हुआ है, इसीलिए हम लोग यूज करते हैं। आगे क्लियर हो जाएगा आप लोगों को। और हाँ, आप लोगों को हम लोग ये रिकमेंड करेंगे, आईआईटी का जो ये है डैशबोर्ड है, ठीक है, वहां पे पीपीटी स्लाइड्स दिए हुए हैं वीक 1 के, सब कोई ने देखा है? उसको जाके आज पूरा पढ़िए, बस उतना ही काफी है। 6-7 स्लाइड्स है, सबको पता है कहाँ पे है? वरना हम लोग ग्रुप में लिंक डाल देंगे, उसको पढ़िए। आज जो क्लास में पढ़ाया गया है बिल्कुल क्रिस्टल क्लियर हो जाएगा, वरना नेक्स्ट क्लास में उससे डाउट लेंगे कि उस पीपीटी में कहां से डाउट आ रहा है आप लोगों को। ठीक है तामजित? ओके, नेक्स्ट वन।
नेक्स्ट डाउट।
हाँ, अक्षय कुलकर्णी।
Yes, I'm on. Akshay Kulkarni, now you are unmuted. You can speak up. Hello, Akshay.
Hello.
Yeah, yes, Akshay. Please describe your doubt.
I can't understand the record or list.
Acha.
Yeah, the list data type. I mean the list. You're asking about lists, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, lists and records are they are very much similar to strings, but they are not data types.
No, see, I will tell here. I will tell what is this. See, हिंदी आपको आता है कि हिंदी में चाहिए कि इंग्लिश में चाहिए? बताइए।
हिंदी में।
हिंदी में, सबको हिंदी में ही चाहिए, 5% को छोड़कर। ठीक है, जैसे मैंने एग्जांपल लिया, किताब, बुक्स को आप जब पढ़ के फिनिश करोगे स्टडी करना, तो बुक शेल्फ में जाके रख दोगे, राइट? कहीं और शेल्फ में जाके नहीं रखोगे। उसी तरह जैसे आप लोग को डिफरेंट कैटेगरी बताया गया, स्ट्रिंग में सिर्फ ऐसा नाम वाम लिख सकते हैं, कुछ और नहीं लिख सकते हैं। ठीक है, तो जिस तरह का जैसे डेटा टाइप है, लिस्ट में क्या करेंगे, जैसे बुक सेल्फ हो गया, सब बुक्स रहेंगे, उसी तरह लिस्ट के अंदर सेम डेटा टाइप, ए सीक्वेंस ऑफ डेटा एलिमेंट्स ऑफ सेम और डिफरेंट डेटा टाइप के चीज रहेंगे उसके अंदर। ठीक है, ए सीक्वेंस ऑफ डेटा एलिमेंट्स ऑफ सेम और डिफरेंट डेटा टाइप इज कॉल्ड ए लिस्ट। समझ में आया कि नहीं समझ में आया? दोबारा रिपीट करेंगे।
समझ में आया।
Sai, once again explain this.
Shall I explain list and records?
In more detail with example. What is list? Show some example. Make a chart, table or something.
Definitely, sir. List. List as the definition is here. List is a sequence of data elements. Like a sequence of data elements. Let us say a sequence like, we can consider an example of attendance book. An attendance book has names, roll numbers, and their absent present status, and this can be considered as a list. Or a better example which is relevant to IIT Madras portal is, let us say, subject marks, the marks obtained by a particular student. Say for example, marks obtained by, let us consider your marks only, marks obtained by Tamjid. Let us discuss your in the +1, +2 mathematics marks, math, physics and chemistry of a +1, +2. Now see here, Tamjid, what happens is, a list is in collection. It is a marks of it is your marks obtained. Let us say you obtained 90 in mathematics and 90 in physics and 90 in chemistry. So your list of marks will be denoted like 90, 90 and 90. This is what a sequence of data elements. See, here your marks are in a sequence, right? 90, 90 and 90. So this is what a real list. This is a real life example of a list data set. I mean the real life example of a list. This is what a list is. Say for example, you think that you got 80. So correspondingly, there must be a change in the list as well. It should be 80, 90, 80 and 90. As this is represented in a sequential manner, this is considered to be as a list. Now is it clear, Tamjid? Hello? Is it clear, Tamjid? Can I... Yeah, the doubt is for, I don't know who asked the doubt.
Okay, fine. We will go to the next one, huh? Please mute yourself, Tamajit, now. Let us take 3-4 people here. Arshad. Arshad, you are allowed to speak. Please go ahead. We'll wait for you 5 seconds. Arshad?
No response, Arshad.
Then we will take from the chat group, okay? Whosoever is not able, Neetu is there. She had raised the hand, fine. She had understood how to use it. Then Arshad wants to speak. Again, we are doing. Allowed to speak, Arshad. Unmute yourself and speak.
Allowed to speak, Arshad. You are now you are allowed to speak.
Both of you don't do, huh? Yeah, who is this? Arshad?
Arshad, sir. Sir, some type of data type.
Yeah, you are asking about subtype, right?
Yes, sir.
Subtype of data type. Actually, what let us say, do you know, in general we take, let us take category into consideration. Generally, in real life in real world, we say category and subcategory, right? And the same is applicable with subtype of basic data types as well. What happens in subtypes is that we restrict the range of data types. As we discussed earlier, the range of the range of integer data type is from negative to from all negative the range of integer data type is negative to positive numbers. And as we know, the maximum number in the positive series is plus infinity, and respectively negative integers it is minus infinity. So for our convenience, we restrict the range of integers to describe more effectively about marks dataset. Let us say we want to examine about the performance of students in qualifier exam, and hence we restrict the data type to ranges. Like we restrict the ranges. Say every subject has a max of 100 marks, and we had restricted, so this is the restricted range, and this is the subtype of data type. And also we constrain their operations. I hope you know the meaning of constraint as well. We constrain their operations. Operation can be like, say for example, your qualifier, your basic criteria for qualification is, for me, it was greater than or is equal to 40 to get admission into IIT Madras. Here the operation is, they check whether we obtained greater than 40 or is equal to 40 in the qualifier out of 100 in every subject. This is the basic qualifying criteria. So this is the constraint on their operations. Rather, we can always perform addition, subtraction, multiplication and division on integers, but here in this case of subtype of data types, we just restrict the range and we just make some constraints. We introduce constraints on operations as well. Now are you clear? Arshad, are you clear now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you have doubt, you can ask again.
Yes, sir.
Don't mind it. Ask it again 10 times. जब तक
You can
समझ
ask
में
as
आए,
many number of times.
yes.
Yeah, I'll try my best to clear your doubts to the best
समझ में आया
possible.
कि नहीं आया?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. आ गया सर.
ठीक है, ओके. नेक्स्ट नीतू को अनम्यूट कर रहे हैं. शी इज आस्किंग फ्रॉम लॉन्ग टाइम. नीतू,
Yes,
साई
sir.
आई एम
Neetu
डूइंग इट.
is
ओके, यू डोंट
unmuted.
डू इट. अच्छा, यू डू इट.
Fine,
ओके.
sir. Neetu, you are unmuted and you can ask your doubt now.
आई थिंक शी हैज समथिंग अबाउट स्ट्रिंग.
तो स्ट्रिंग जैसे कि पाइथन में क्या होता है कि जो भी कोड्स के अंदर लिखते हैं तो वो स्ट्रिंग बन जाता है.
हाँ.
तो आपने जैसे बोला कि वी हैव टू टेक वर्ड्स एंड वेरिएबल्स एंड ऑल, है ना?
हाँ, नहीं, कोड्स के अंदर इसमें भी लिखना पड़ेगा. मैं देखो बेसिक बता रहा था. फीलिंग मैं जो भी पढ़ाऊंगा ना,
एक्चुअली मैं बोल रही हूँ ना कि जैसे एग्जाम्स में आता है जिसमें मुझे मतलब कि डिजिट्स को भी कोड्स के अंदर देता है, तो मैं उसे कंसीडर करूंगी या नहीं करूंगी?
हाँ, सही. शी इज आस्किंग दैट इफ वी राइट
string होता है because as I said earlier, string is a collection of characters and a collection and a character as explained above can be alphanumeric. There can be special characters as well. So it is not mandatory that a string can only be a word or a string can only be a series of integers. They can be mixed data type as well.
आईआईटी का जो पीपीटी है ना, मैं अभी ग्रुप में लिंक दिया हूँ. आई हैव जस्ट शेयर्ड द लिंक एंड यू आल्सो हैव द एक्सेस इन योर डैशबोर्ड. उसको पढ़ने के बाद सब जब पीपीटी पढ़ लीजिएगा, आपको बिल्कुल क्लियर हो जाएगा. इन नेक्स्ट क्लास यू विल से एवरीथिंग इज क्लियर. एंड आल्सो देयर आर सम हैंड रिटन नोट्स ऑफ
एक्चुअली मैं
एक्स
बस
स्टूडेंट.
इतना पूछ रही हूँ ना कि एग्जाम्स में जैसे आता है कि एक डिजिट दिया हुआ है, एक डिजिट जो है कोड्स में दिया हुआ है, तो मैं उसे कंसीडर कर सकती हूँ एज अ स्ट्रिंग, राइट?
बिल्कुल. कुछ भी कोड के अंदर है स्ट्रिंग है. राइट साई?
ओके.
Yes, sir.
थैंक यू.
Sai 123 is also a string. Neetu 189 is also a string in quotes.
It's okay. Thank you.
Is it right, Sai?
Yes, sir. It's completely right.
Yeah, Jessica Chauhan. We are unmuting you. You are allowed to speak.
Yes, you can speak up, Jessica Chauhan. Hello.
अनम्यूट बटन दबाइए. अनम्यूट बटन दबाइए और फिर बोलिए.
हेलो.
हाँ.
Yes.
Please ask your doubt.
Question where we have to. Hello.
Yeah.
सुनाई दे रहा है.
Sir, there's a topic of transformation of sub data type where we have to like add the value of our data. Can you please explain it?
Yes, definitely. I'll explain you in short with an example rather, which you can understand in brief. And now let us say, as I said you, it is January 1. So this is January 1. And again, it might take some 3 to 4 minutes, but please don't hurry. And now, sorry. Again. And so, now, A diagrammatical explanation would be much better for you to understand. Here, now I said about for January 1, right? This is Jan 1. So, say for example, Jan 1 is a string data type. And now I said what will be the date after 3 days. So what we do is now we include now we start transforming Jan 1 to an integer. The integer part we code integer, we code 0 to be Jan 1. We do code or rather we can consider only 1. Here inside Jan 1, this one we can consider that to be an integer part, or we can, this is the secondary method which is coding Jan 1. We can code Jan 1 as 0 and plus 1 to 0 would be Jan 2. So this is 1 and this is 2 and correspondingly it is 3 and now it is 4. This is 3. We are asked to find the date after 3 days. So it is January 0 plus 3, which is 3, and the corresponding value of 3 is Jan 4th. This is actually the secondary method is much appropriate, but it is too complex to understand as you need to go through code, as you need to numerically code the given data type. But the preferable method is you can consider the integer part of the given string data type and you can make respective corresponding additions or subtractions to the particular string to the particular integer present in the string data type part, and you can make relevant changes accordingly. Is that clear now? Hello?
Yes, sir. But can you please explain how can we find the value of 15th August in a non-leap year?
15th August in a non-leap year. That's what you're asking, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 15th August. Let us go to the down. See, we have in a non-leap year there are 330 or 360 days. Yeah, there are 360 days, right, in a non-leap year. So the first day is January 1. The January 1st is the first day. January 1 is the first day. So this acts as a reference value. January 1 is a reference value to the remaining days of the year. This takes
what is this 360? 360?
Sorry, sir. It is it is 365.
Do it right.
Yeah, fine. Now this January 1st acts as a reference value for calculating the dates and for calculating the dates of the remaining dates of a year as well. So January 1 takes up a value of 0. Are you clear till now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And now correspondingly, if you want to find out the value of August 15th, you need to add up the total number of days present in January. Fine? Is that fine?
Fine, sir. Fine.
And thereafter, after finishing January, you need to move on with February. Is it fine now? Jessica Chauhan?
Yes, sir. Totally fine.
I think you must have understood this now. Yeah, fine. I think you understood my point. And this is the basic technique that you need to follow to find out the dates as well. I mean, to find out the corresponding day of the year. Like to 180th day, 112th day, 114th day. someday that the question paper that the examiner asks you. Now, let us move on to the next person. Rahul Modanwal, you are allowed to speak now. Hello. Rahul Modanwal, you are unmuted. You are given permission to speak up.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes, you can speak.
Hello.
Yeah, Rahul, please wait. Let Jessica complete her doubt. Yes, Jessica Chauhan, you can ask your doubt now. Hello. Hello. Jessica, are you there? Okay, Rahul, you can ask your doubt now. I think Jessica is.
Hello.
Hello, yes, Rahul.
Sir, what is difference between list and record?
हाँ, this question मैं भी पूछने वाला था.
Yeah, the basic difference between list and data is that the elements are see here, the sequence of elements 90, 80 and 90. Can you please tell me the data type of these elements? They are integers, right? All three are integers.
Yes, sir, integer.
So an integer, this is just a sequence. List is just a sequence, but a record, it is a field. It is completely depending upon it is completely represented with the help of fields or with the help of variables. Say, this is an example for a list. These are we consider that we consider the example of list to be as the marks obtained by Tamzit, and the best example for record could be a card.
Name, email ID.
A card of course data set. What does a card of score dataset has in it? Has with it? A card of score dataset has name, right? Name, gender, date of birth, town, city. I'll better download it as well.
Yeah, wait for some time.
Common datasets. I'll just insert that page. I'll just insert that
Yes,
photo.
download it. No problem. We are waiting.
Yeah, yes.
Only 𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗻𝗁𝗔 is raising hand. We are also getting late, but not an issue.
Yes, definitely. I'll just complete it now. Download. Okay. Now insert picture. See here. Are you able to see this, Rahul?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, see, this is a record because there are multiple fields here. Here the fields are name, gender, date of birth, town, city, and the corresponding mathematics, physics and chemistry marks and total marks. So this is a record. This is a record is a collection of several data which has a name and value. Is it clear now? We need to specify. We need to specify the field which takes the corresponding value. We need to specify mathematics 68, physics 64, chemistry 78. That is the basic essential rule of record.
Sir, it's like key and value.
Yeah, the key and value concept that comes in Python dictionaries, but it is not that advanced to remember. Yeah, you can remember in that way either. That is a good point to remember about. You can either remember like mathematics 68, where mathematics is a key and 68 is a value.
Key value pair, it exists.
Yeah, that is usually done for dictionary datasets in Python. But as you know that key value pair, it would be good if you remember it in that manner.
Okay.
Did you get it understanding now?
Yes, yes.
Are you clear? So can I mute you now?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, fine. Thank you, bro. And next person, Pawan Kumar B. You are allowed to speak now.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Hello. Yeah, you are audible.
Yes, sir. Can a list be comprised of strings, integers, or a list of things?
Yeah,
to get
at least there is no. It is not. There is no any. Like we cannot say that a list should contain only a single data type. I think I explained that while I was giving the definition itself. We can store a same or different data types as elements of a list.
Right.
Say for example, there was no entry. Let us say this to be a string data type, and correspondingly 90 nil 90. See, this is also a list. I hope you are able to get that now.
Yes.
It is present in the definition itself, same or different data types. I think you must have missed that part, but no worries. As you got it clear now, you must be perfect at it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. Are there any other doubts?
No, sir. No.
Yeah, fine. I'm muting you. Any others?
Sir, can I have a example for alphanumeric?
Yeah, alphanumeric, as the name suggests, alphanumeric is a collection of both alphabets, numbers, and special characters which are associated with numbers. See, are you from PC or from mobile?
PC.
See, on your keyboard, are you able to see some symbols with the numerical pad? Like 1 has exclamatory mark, 2 has @ symbol, 3 has hashtag.
Yeah.
It is correspondingly the same. Alphanumeric refers to alphabets, numbers, and special characters. It is already noted down here. It's already noted down. Yeah, fine. I think you are clear now.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, fine. Welcome.
Yeah, and everyone should check all the slides given by IIT. I had also posted the link in the channel. And in the next class, you are supposed to finish all those and come, okay? And we will be ending the session now. And after 10 minutes, we'll be having the math session.
Please
It is
excuse me,
8:30.
sir.
Yeah.
Sir, please,
Yes?
can you please make a question for me?
आपका क्या question है?
I'm very much stuck in that question. Sir,
Which question?
August
can you
15th.
please find the value of 15th August for...
We will share you personally in the group. Post your question, we will share you because we are running late, okay? Maths class is getting delayed, isn't it? We will post in the group. Just ask your question. We will definitely post you within 2-3 hours, okay? And also, we will give you Google form to all of you to post your doubts there. You can also upload the pictures of the question which you want, okay?
Yeah, fine, everybody. With this,
we are concluding the session. And after 10 minutes from 8:40, the math session will start, okay?
Okay, everybody.
Bye to all of you.
Sorry.
Yeah, Anshu Kumar. Yeah, Anshu Kumar. इसका PDF वीक 1 का नोट्स आएगा. हेलो.
हाँ. अंशु, क्या आप बोल रहे हैं? नोट्स?
हाँ, ये सर PDF बोल रहे हैं.
हाँ, PDF, इसका भी PDF मिल जाएगा जो यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है. ये उसमें चैनल है ना, उसमें पोस्ट हो जाएगा. कुछ हैंड रिटन हम एक्स बैच स्टूडेंट का है, वो भी हम लोग पोस्ट कर देंगे. ठीक है, सब कुछ कर देंगे.
जी
ठीक है, चलिए डिस्कनेक्ट कीजिए. 10 मिनट बाद ज्वाइन कर लीजिएगा. वी आर रनिंग लेट. Okay, slide. We are disconnecting.
Yes, sir.
And stop. First of all, we need to stop the recording. Wait, stop the recording.